What's up, miscreants? This is another tier list video because still waiting on the anniversary update. It got delayed. I was gonna make a bunch of videos on it because I gotta like milk it every time AWTD updates because they do not update as often as I would like. So I was really gonna go all in on that, but instead, you probably guess just about what this is going to be. It's going to be a banner tier list. Whoa, that's crazy. So I'll come out and say it. Some of these banners are not good, and some of them are really good. So, most of them are pretty bad though. Like they are like one or two units that are even worth thinking about. But anyway, I just thought I'd do this because I couldn't really think of anything else, and this just seemed like something I could do without them really having to update or updating at all. There'll probably be another banner that will be added on when the anniversary does drop. So, you know, this is subject to change, and there are some units that I do know are getting evos that I did include. Or I will talk about, I guess, a little as an incentive to someone on the banner. But like they don't have the evo yet. They're just kind of really bad right now, probably. I guess it depends on the unit, but still worth thinking about. Yeah, we'll get started with the Dream Banner. Okay, so Dream Banner. The units in this banner are generally pretty good. There's a lot of more new units in this banner. The big ones are like Saitama, Umu, Railgun, the units like that. And then there are some pretty okay ones like Blue Flames, or I guess Dobby or whatever. He's fine. He's an okay unit. Not a whole lot to say about him though. But there's also like Yamato, I guess Oni Princess. She's pretty good. She's kind of like a lot like Toji, just without having to get Toji, and she is really good. So, this goes here. You could definitely say it goes here just because some of these banners are so bad. But there is a banner that I think is better than that one. So, yeah, we'll get to that. Beginner banner. The beginner banner has... it's exactly what it sounds like. It's mostly for beginners. It's easy to evolve stuff. That's fine. Nothing crazy good. There are some good units. Unohana and Railgun are in it. They're both really good. Railgun is like an amazing unit, and Unohana is just crazy good DPS. There's some other good units like Denji and Shoko or Beam in it that are really just generally good units to have. You may not use them later in the game, but they're definitely good to have in the beginning. So as far as it's a beginner banner, it does exactly what it sets out to do, which is to be a good beginner banner. So, this is like Beyond Dreams or whatever. Beyond Imagination. That's what it's called. So this banner really doesn't have a whole lot going on in it. It has Railgun, and it has Esper Rival. They basically do the same thing, except I like Esper Rival. This is a classic. The really big thing here in this banner is Leader, like super good unit. Single-handedly carries this banner. You could probably put it up here just because Leader is just that good. He's just really that strong. It's insane how good he is. He's just amazing. He leads youth. He makes you more money. He makes your units cost less money. He has like a category buff for most good categories. He kind of just has a little bit of everything. Next up is Demonic Hunt. Demonic Hunt is right here. I actually think it might be here. Denji and also Kokoshibo, I guess. Which Denji's a good farm, and his Miracle Rare version it exists. Kokoshibo's okay. DOT DPS, nothing crazy there. The star of the show is Shinra. Super good. I think his name's like Firefighter Shun or something. Super strong. Single-handedly carries this banner into this. So yeah, really strong unit. 100 out of 10. You kind of gotta get him. Dragonheart. Yeah, Dragonheart is Urahara and Unohana. Urahara's a buff and also lead, but Unohana's stupid, crazy DPS. Ulquiorra's in this banner too. He's not bad. He's been buffed pretty recently, so he's not terrible. He's a pretty good green DPS if you are looking for that. It's not a bad banner, but I would say really I'm starting to have second thoughts about having it here. I might actually move. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. This feels off, but these are kind of all in the same spot, though, to be fair. It's not a whole lot going on here. Rise of Heroes. This is a pretty good banner. Rise of Heroes. Rise of Heroes. Rise of Heroes. Rise of Heroes. It has Gilgamesh, obviously. And that's like the big thing here. Gilgamesh is hilariously overpowered. Like, it's insane how strong he is. He's like one of the best units in the game by far. They also have Umu. and Umu is really strong DPS and support, so Umu's pretty worth getting. They also have for beginner players, Flower Magician, who gives a 40% range buff and stuns enemies, which is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna, just because of Gilgamesh, it goes here. You could definitely, actually, I'll put it here, just because Gilgamesh is just that good. He's just really that strong. He's incredible. Stardust Crusaders is a very strong banner. It has Gojo, who is a incredible unit if you get if you get him to his final evo. Super strong. Very good unit. I use him a lot. You can also get Peem, which just a nice little base heal. So basically you can have, you can get Jose, which you need for Gappy Miracle Rare, who is he's a support. But this is the only banner that has him, so it's kind of the only way to get him. It also has Yuji, which you basically need to get, I think it's either Megana or Gojo, one of the two, who is also just a great. He exists, and that's kind of it for him. And also more recently, Choso, very, very solid DPS, very good DPS, I should say. It's generally pretty good. This one, Ultimate Fighter, it has All Might. It has All Might. All Might is pretty bad right now. Okay, look, maybe, just maybe, All Might gets a really strong Evo, which, to be honest, I really don't even see that happening. He's getting an Evo, and it'll probably bring the banner up just because he'll be a new unit. But the banner will definitely sink back down because it just doesn't have anything else. It has nothing. It just has nothing. All right, so we're gonna go on straight to World Legacy, which is here. I'm gonna put it here because Madara will be getting an Evo, and he's not the worst unit right now. He's not good. He's pretty bad, but he's not as bad as All Might is, so he gets a break from that. He'll be getting an Evo. He'll probably be really good if what they did with Gojo is anything to go off of, so I guess there's that. He'll probably be really strong. And then Shanks is also here. Shanks is just really good support. He just stalls the enemies really well. He's like the best unit for it in the game. He's just generally pretty good for that. So that elevates it to here. Depending on how good Madara is, it'll kind of be like this. It might like move up to here, or maybe even here, depending. It's just all going to come down to how good Madara is. It's just only having 2 units worth summoning on, and one of them is Shanks. And okay, one of them is Madara, who doesn't even have an Evo yet. Like, doesn't have another Evo yet. It's just not a good look. So, yeah. Alright, New Year banner. This banner doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. Which is a tragedy, because it is the best banner by far. It kind of just has every good unit. It has Gilgamesh, Umu, Unohana, All-Seeing Coward, who's a really good support, because he makes... whatever. He's not important. You can't get him anymore, I don't think. Look, just trust me. This banner was really good. It had too many good units. There were just too many things you'd be summoning for, and you'd just be summoning for a long time before you got all of them. It was just so good. But it's not here, so it's not even really worth talking about who's in it anymore, because it might come back at the new year again, but I also don't know about that. Just know this had so many meta characters in it that are still really good. I also had Heaven's Chain, which you can only get them in the stupid Soul banner right now. Hopefully they get put in Rise of Heroes eventually, but you need them for Gilgamesh's Big Boy Evo, so like you kind of need that. I don't know. There's just so many broken characters in this banner, which is why it's such a shame it's just not around anymore. So overall, when it comes down to it, most banners don't have they have big highlights, but for the most part, you're gonna be summoning on that banner for the characters you want. And I'm only really thinking about these banners in the terms of who is actually meta in them, unless they don't have one. Because generally, there are a lot of characters in these banners, and there are ones you'll be using, probably. Not just because you like the characters, but maybe it's good for where you are in the game. It's just been a long time since I've been there, so I really did just focus on the characters that I knew were actually really good. And that's kind of how I ranked it. But if I was looking at this from a progressive standpoint, if I started the game over, what banners would you summon on? This would probably look different. Obviously, this wouldn't be here at all. But the point is, there's some really sick banners here. Mainly lose for. That's it. This is the tier list. Let me know if you think it's stupid and I should go die, or you think this is the greatest thing ever made, or somewhere in between. Bye bye!
Guli 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 watcha lingangu 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 guli 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 watcha lingangu lingangu